Good day, everyone. So, for today, we will start to discuss our new lesson in statistics, which is all about the measures of central tendency and the measures of position for the ungrouped data. So, what is our objectives for today? First, we will calculate the mean, the median, and the mode of ungrouped data. Next, we will calculate the quartile, decile, and percentile of ungrouped data. And last is we will interpret the various measures of position. Okay, so now let's proceed with our first lesson for today, which is all about the measures of central tendency for ungrouped data. And let's start with the meaning of ungrouped data, or also known as the raw data. Are those data which are not yet organized or arranged into frequency distribution. So, meaning po, si ungrouped data, nakalist lang yung datas mo. Yung lahat ng data mo, nakalist lang siya, wala siya sa table, and sa ungrouped data po, ang maximum number of data po is 30. Okay? 30 lang po na datas ang maximum kay ungroup. So, meaning, kapag lumagpas na sa 30 yung data mo, then, pasok na siya sa group data. And for today po, magfo-focus po muna tayo dun sa mga data na konti lang or 30 and below lang po ang ating data, which is ungroup. Okay, so now, let's start with our measures of central tendency, which is all about the mean. So when we say the mean, it is considered the most popular and most widely used. It is in fact the measure which many people have in mind whenever they talk about the average. So meaning po, kapag pinag-usapan natin si mean, ang pinapakuha po sa atin is the average. Okay? And of course, for the mean of ungrouped data, it is computed by simply adding all the values and dividing the sum by the number of values. So, paano mo daw makukuha si mean? Ang gagawin lang po, lahat ng values mo sa iyong data ay ipag-a-add. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo na kailangan pang i-arrange to from descending or ascending order. Kasi kahit naman naka-arrange siya or hindi siya naka-arrange, since addition naman ang ating ginamit is pareho pa rin ang makukuha nating sagot. So, no need to arrange. Pagkakuha mo ng data, kapag pinapakuha si mean, add mo lang yun lahat, and then, i-divide mo siya sa kung ilan yung data mo. Okay, again, i-add mo lahat ng data mo, and then, i-divide mo sa kung ilan yung data mo. So, we have here the formula for the mean. It is the summation of our x, where x is our data or values, and then divided by the small letter n, which is the total number of your data. Okay, so now let's have our example number 1 under the mean. The following are the family sizes of a sample of 10 households in a slum area. We have here 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 7, 7. And ilan daw po ang ating sample or total number of data? We have 10. Okay, so meaning po, yung result na makukuha mo after mo ma-add tong lahat ng to, i-divide mo po saan? I-divide mo po siya sa 10. Okay? Ayan, since we are solving for the mean. So, we need to find the average family size for this data. So, what will be our solution? So, given po natin dyan ang ating data, and of course, the total number of our sample, or the total number of our data, which is 10. And of course, first is you need to add all your data. Ayan, and the result is 40. And then after that, kunin natin yung ating total number of sample, which is 10. So, what will be your mean? You need to divide 40 divided by 10, which is equal to 4. And that will be your final answer. This will be your final answer. We have 4. Okay? Next, let's have another example. So the following are those scores obtained by 12 applicants in the entrance examination for first-year college at St. Dominic College in Metro Manila. So ito po ang scores na nakuha ng 12 applicants na yon. And our task is to find the average score for this data. Again, when we are talking about the average, we are solving for the mean. And for us to be able to solve for the average, all we have to do is to add all our values and then divide it by the total number of our data or our sample. So, para makuha mo yan, add natin ito lahat. Ayan, add mo yan lahat. And then, yung makukuha mong result is i-divide mo siya sa 12, which is our n. Okay, so what will be our solution? Ayan, so given natin dyan sa taas ng ating data with the total number of sample, which is 12, our solution will be first is we will add, ayan, add natin yung ating data and we got 1,100, 1,010 for our total number of values. Ayan. Next is we will get our total number of sample, which is 12. And for us to be able to solve for the mean or for the average, all we have to do is to divide. 1,010 divided by 12 is equal to 84.17. And this will be your mean, or this will be the average. And that will be your final answer. Okay? Ayan. Next, let's have the second measure of central tendency, which is the median. So for the median po, it is defined as the score point which divides a rank distribution into two equal parts. So si median daw, hinahati nyo po yung ating given na distribution sa dalawa. Dalawang equal na parts. And for us to be able to solve for the position of our median, we have this formula. N plus 1 divided by 2, where n is the total number of our data or the total number of our sample. Okay? So, this formula po ha is for the position only. Okay? So, after mo makuha yung position, count mo. Count mo siya and then makukuha mo na yung median. And take note for the median po, here, kailangan na po natin ng arrangement. Kailangan mo na pong i-arrange ang iyong data from ascending or in ascending order. Kasi nga, kailangan kunin natin yung middle number, yung middle score. Okay? So, kailangan ayos sila from or in ascending order. Okay? Tandaan yung formula ha, n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay. Next, the median of ungrouped data requires the values to be arranged in order of magnitude, either ascending or in descending order. So, for the data involving odd number of values, the median or the median is simply the middle value. Ano ba pag sinabing odd number? Pag-start tayo sa 1, sa 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on and so forth. So, kung ganun daw yung number ng inyong values or data, then, simply po, ang median nyo, matik, is yung nasa gitna, yung middle value. For example, no, let's say ang ating total number ng data or total number of sample is 9. 9, halimbawa, meron tayong 9 na data. O let's say 2, 4, 9, 6, 2, 3, 6, 8, ilan na yan? 2, 4, 6, 8. And then, let's say this is 5. So, let's say that is our data. Of course, we need to arrange it first into ascending order. So, we have 2, 2. Ayan, cancel na natin siya. Next, we have 3. Next is 5. I know. 4 muna. We have 4. Next is 5. Next is 2, 6. And then we have 8. And then we have 9. Ayan. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Ngayon, ang kukunin lang daw po natin is yung nasa middle. Ayan. Ano ba yung nasa gitna ng ating 9 na values. Ayan, of course, yung median po natin is yung panglima. Ayan, yung panglima daw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nasaan yung panglima? Ito po. Ayan. So, as you can see, apat yung values na nandito, apat din yung values na nasa kanan. So, equal po sila. At ang gitna niya po is number, or yung value po na nasa middle is si 5. Okay? And matik po, yun na po yung inyong magiging median kapag odd po yung given na values. Okay? Hanapin mo lang yung middle para makuha si median. Or, pwede din naman gamitan mo nung formula. Ano ba yung formula natin? N plus 1 divide by 2. Anong n natin? Dito, 9 plus 1. So, 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. Divided by 2, we have fifth score. Ganun pa din. So, count mo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, ito yung pang fifth score. So, that will be your median. Okay? Next. Para naman dun sa mga data na even number, ayan, pag sinabi namang even po, ano-ano naman yung mga even numbers na yan? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on and so forth. So, divisible by 2. So, there would be 2 middle values. So, dalawa daw po yung middle values nila. So, the median in this case is the average of these two middle values. So, ano daw ang gagawin? So, pag nakuha mo na yung dalawang middle values, kukunin mo yung average nila. O, paano mo kunin yung average nila? Babalik ka sa mean. Add mo yung dalawa, divide mo sa 2. Kasi dalawa sila. Okay? And that will be your median. Halimbawa po, let's say, ang given ko na lang ay 4, ha? Halimbawa, 5, 4, 6, 6. Ayan. So, as you can see po, we have here 4 datas. And, of course, we need to arrange for 5, 6, 6. And then, after that, as you can see po, nasa ng median natin. We have here dalawang values, another dalawang values. Nandito po yung median natin. Nasa pagitan ni 5 tsaka ni 6. Ayan. Nasa pagitan ni 5 tsaka ni 6. So, we have here 5 and 6. So, para makuha yon, all we have to do is to add the 2 and then divide it by 2. So, 5 plus 6, which is 11, divided by 2, we have 5.5. And that will be your median. If ang given po is an even number of scores. Okay? Ayan. Sige. Let's have our first example. Here, we need to find the median of the following data. We have 23, 15, 6, 18, 42, 8, and 24. Okay, so what will be our solution? Of course, first is we need to arrange the values in ascending order, no? So, we obtained 6, 8, 15, 18, 23, 24, and 42. Okay, next. Ayan. Lagay po natin yung ating nakuhang, ayan, ang ating nakuha pong arrangement kanina. We have 6, 8, 15, 18, 23, 24, and 42. And of course, our n is equal to 7. Or the total number of our data po is equal to 7. Anong sabi natin kanina? Simple po kapag ang ating given po na values ay odd, ano na lang gagawin natin? Hanapin na lang natin yung middle number. And matik po, yun na po yung mismo median. Sige nga, try nga natin gamitin yung hahanapin lang natin kasi nga odd naman siya. So we have here 3 values to the left and another 3 values to the right, and this is the middle. So, matik po, no? This will be our median. Okay, ngayon, pwede mo din siyang gamitan ng formula. We have here n plus 1 divided by 2. So, our n is 7. 7 plus 1, which is 8. Ayan, divided by 2, we have yung pang fourth score daw. Ano ba yung pang fourth score? Count natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is also 18. Okay? And that will be your median. Okay, next. Let's have the example number 2. So here, we need to find the median of the following data. So we have 121, 108, 120, 98, 132, 100, 92, 140, 102, and 98. And of course, no, first step po natin is we need to arrange it in ascending order. Okay, so what will be the arrangement? So we will obtain 92, 98, 98, 100, 102, 108, 120, 121, 132, and 140. And take note po, we have here ilang values po? Ayan, we have here n is equal to 10. And our n po is an even number. So meaning, nasa gitna po nung dalawang values. So, ang gagawin natin, kukunin natin yung average nila and then divide it by 2. So, that will be our median. So, therefore, ayan, we have here the formula. N is equals to 10. We need to add 1. So, 11 divided by 2, we have the 5.5 score. So, yung panglima daw, pang 5 and 5th score. So, nasa pagitan to ng 5 and 6 na score. So, nasa ng 5 and 6, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, nasa pagitan po ni 102 tsaka ni 108. Nasa pagitan nilang dalawa. As you can see, we have here 4 values and another 4 values sa left and sa right. So, para makuha si median, nasa gitna siya ni 120, 108. So, paano nga natin ulit kukunin? We will add the 2 and then divide it by 2. So, 102 plus 108, the answer, you will divide it by 2. And that will be your median. Okay? So, we will obtain the median for this set of values is the number halfway between the 5th and the 6th scores. Referring to the array, we find that our 5th score is 102 and our 6th score is 108. So, therefore, we need to add and then divide it by 2. So, 102 plus 108 divided by 2, we will get 105. And that will be our median. Okay? Ayan. Next, let's have the third measure of central tendency, which is the mode. So here, in the mode, we focus our attention to the scores which occurs the most of the times or the most frequent value in the data. So we can obtain the mode by simply mere inspection. Okay? So, ano daw si mode? Si mode daw, ito daw yung value, ayan, or numbers sa ating data na nag-e-exist ng mas marami. Ayan, most frequent siya na naandoon sa ating data. Siya yung may pinakamaraming value doon sa ating data. At makukuha daw natin siya by simply doing an inspection. Okay? And here, in the mode, we have the types. Ayan. First is, we have no mode. So, meaning, pag sinabing walang mode or no mode, lahat po ng scores mo, nag-appears lang siya only once. Ayan, walang naulit, no? Lahat ng values mo or data mo ay unique. Magkakaiba-iba. So, wala pong mode doon. Kasi wala namang nag-occur most frequent. Okay, second is unimodal. Set of values with one mode. So, nakita mo sa data mo, may isa doon na nag-occur ng mas marami. Isang number lang. Ayan, isang number lang yon. So, that is a unimodal. Kasi isa lang naman ang mode na nakuha mo. And of course, we have bimodal. From the word bi, we have two modes. And multimodal, multi, marami. Many modes. Okay, so, now, let's have our example number 1. In our example po, all you have to do is to find the mode and we will identify the type of the mode. So, given po natin 4, 5, 8, 8, 8, 9, 12, 12, 15, 19, and 20. Okay, so what is our mode? As you can see po, no, ang ating 8 ay occur ng 3 beses. Si 12, 2 beses. Ano ang mas frequent? Siyempre yung 3 beses, no? 3 beses na nagpakita sa ating data, which is C8. So, since C8 po ang most frequent na nag-occur sa ating data, then siya po ang ating mode. Ayan. Ilan ang mode natin? Tatlo ba? Kasi tatlong beses nag-occur si 8? Hindi po. Isa lang. Si 8 lang. Okay? So, ang value po natin ngayon, or ang ating mode po will be 8. Okay? Kasi si 8 po ang most frequent na lumabas sa ating data. Ngayon, anong type po siya ng mode? So, si type po ng mode, hindi natin siya malalaman from the data, ha? Malalaman natin siya dun sa nakuha na mismo nating mode. Kung ilan yung nakuha nating mode, hindi sa kung ilang beses siya nag-exist sa ating data. Ma'am, 3 beses siya nag-exist sa data ko. So, multimodal po siya kasi maraming modes. Hindi po. Base ka po sa kung ilan yung mode na nakuha mo. Ilan ba yung mode na nakuha mo? Isa lang, si number 8 lang, wala nang iba. So, anong type ng mode yon? We have unimodal. Okay? Another example. We have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4. Ayan. Si 0, 3 beses nag-occur. Si 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 na beses. Si 2, 4 na beses din. So, ano ngayon ang mode natin? O, since parehong 4 na beses nag-occur si 1 tsaka si 2, then, ito po ang ating mode. Okay? Hindi natin sasama si 0 kasi si 0 3 beses lang naman. Ayon nga sa definition ni mode, most frequent, yung pinakamarami. So, we have 1 and 2. So, meaning, the value 1 and 2 occurs most frequently than any value. Hence, our mode will be 1 and 2. Okay, what type of mode? Ilan yung mode na nakuha mo? Si 1, tsaka si 2. O, ilan yung mode na yan? Dalawa. So, meaning, we have bimodal. Okay? And next, another example. We have here 3, 8, 10, 12, 5, 7, 11, 15, and 9. Ayan, observe natin ang ating given na values or given na data. May nag-occur ba most frequently? Meron ba? Kung mapapansin po natin, lahat ng ating given na data ay unique, meaning walang magkakapareho. So, since walang magkakapareho, therefore, set of values have no mode because each score appears only once. Yan. So, anong type ng mode? No mode. Kasi wala namang nag-occurs most frequently. Lahat sila ay magkaka-iba-iba or unique. So, that is a no mode. Okay, next, let's have another example. We have 18, 11, 16, 11, 17, 18, 16, 20, and 14. So, let's observe. Ayan. So, si 18 po, 2 beses nag-occur. Same with 11. Same with 16. Meron pa ba? So, since tigda-dalawa silang nag-occur sa ating given na values or data, then, sila po yung ating magiging mode ngayon. The value 11, 16, and 18 occurs more frequently than any value. Hence, our mode will be 11, 16, and 18. So, what type of mode? O, ilan ba ang mode mo? 3. So, 11, si 16, tsaka si 18. So, therefore, it is a multimodal. Okay? And that is for the mode. So, let's proceed with our math drills. So, here, all you have to do is to answer and solve for the following. So, number 1, the following are the average number of minutes required to do an assembly job by the 15 workers of a manufacturing plant. So, given po natin, ayan, 15 workers. So, our task is letter A, we need to find the mean. Letter B, we need to find the median. And letter C is we need to find the mode and its type. Okay, so proceed po muna tayo sa letter A. which is solving for the mean. So, balikan natin si mean. Ang sabi natin kay mean, makukuha natin siya by simply adding all the values and then divide it by the total number of sample or by the total number of values. Sige, para makuha natin siya, add nyo po ito lahat. We have 77 plus 85 plus 63 plus 54 plus 62 plus 78 plus 80 plus 48 plus 63 plus 79 plus 69 plus 55 plus 63 plus 78 plus 71. So, no need to arrange if we are solving for the mean. Okay? Ayan. Kasi, ang kinukuha lang po naman po natin is the sum. So, kahit baliktarin mo sila, same pa din naman ang makukuha mong result. So, pag pinag-add natin yan, what will be the answer? So, we will get 1,025. And after that, we need to divide it to, ilan po ang n natin? We have 15. So, kung di man siya given sa ating problem, count nyo na lang, no? From the first data up to the last data. So, yun po yung inyong magiging total number of sample or total number of values. So, 1,025 divided by 15, we will get, ano po ang makukuha nating sagot? We have 68.33. And this will be the mean. Nakuha na po kagad natin si mean. Okay. Yan. Next. Punta na po tayo kay median. So, kay median po, ano daw po ang gagawin natin sa kanya? First is we need to arrange it into ascending order. Sige, arrange natin siya. Ayan. So, umpisa natin sa pinakamaliit. We have here 48. Next is we have 54. Next, we have 55. We have 62. And then, ilan yung 63 natin? 1, 2, 3, tatlo. And then, sunod po ay, ano na sunod kay 63? We have 69. Next is 71. After 71, we have 77. Next is, ilan po yung 78? Dalawa. After 78, we have 79 muna. After 79 is 80. And then after 80, we have 85. Ayan. Nag-arrange na po natin siya from lowest to highest. So, para ma-make sure po natin, count po na ulit natin yung ating data. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So, tama na po. Ayan. Ano po ang n natin? N po natin is equal to 15. Okay, now, ang sabi po dyan, since ang 15 po ay odd number, ang gawin mo na lang po is hanapin mo po yung middle. Ayan, hanapin mo po yung middle ng ating given na value or given na values. So, since 15 yan, ano po kaya ang gitna niyan? Anong number? So, gamitan po natin ng formula. We have n plus 1 divided by 2. So, ano ang n natin? 15. 15 plus 1 divided by 2. So, 15 plus 1 is 16. Divided by 2, we have 8. Yung pang 8 daw po sa data mo. So, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, matik po, your median will be equal to 69. Okay? Ayan na. Next, let's have the mode and its type. O, ano po ang most frequent na nag-exist sa ating given na values? Sige nga. Inspection po tayo. Ayan. So, we have here dalawang 78 and then tatlong 63. So, mas nag-occurs po ng mas marami si 63. So, that is our mode. And yung type niya po, since isa lang yan, we have uni-mode. Okay? So, we are done with our math drills number 1. Okay, let's have the second problem. 12 business establishments reported the following number of days their operations were stopped because of strikes. We have 10, 5, 5, 21, 7, 25, 90, 14, 18, 20, 10, 12. So we have ilan daw po? We have 12. So your N will be equal to 12, which is an even number. So let's solve for the mean. Paano nga ulit makuha si mean? Add. Add nyo po ito lahat. Ayan, paki-add po yan. And then after i-add, divide it by the total number of your sample, which is 12. So that will be result. Okay, so we have 237. Pagka-add niyan, divide nyo po sa 12 si 237. Then, final answer for the mean, we have 19.75. And that will be your mean, 19.75. Add your data, add all the values of your data, and then divide it by the total number of your sample, which is 12. So we got 19.75. Next, for the median po, first is you need to arrange your data in ascending order. So let's arrange it. We have here 2, 5. Next is we have 7. Next is we have 10. Dalawa po yung 10 natin. Okay, after ng dalawang 10, we have here 12. Next is we have 14. After 14, we have 18. Next is 20, 21, 25. And then we have the last, which is 90, which is the highest. So, count natin, dapat 12 yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Next is, we will solve for the median. So, kunin natin si formula. Ang formula po natin ay n plus 1 divided by 2. So, ano ang n natin? 12 plus 1 divided by 2. So, that is 13 divided by 2, which is equal to, ayan, 13 divided by 2. We have, ayan, we have 6.5 score. So, ang ating median po ay nasa pagitan po ng pang 6 value at pang 7. Bilang tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ito yung pang 6 at ito yung pang 7. So, nasa pagitan po ni 12 tsaka ni 14. As you can see, we have here 5 values and another 5 values po sa kanan. So, balance po. Ang median natin ay nasa pagitan ni 12 tsaka ni 14. So, para makuha ang median, all you have to do is to add the 2 and then divide it by 2. So, 12 plus 14 divided by 2. So, that is 26 divided by 2, which is equal to 13. So, 13 will be the median. Okay? And letter C, we need to find the mode. So, by near inspection po, hanapin po natin yung mode. Ayan. So, nag-occur po ng dalawang beses si 5. Same with 10. Bukod doon, wala na. So, ang mode po natin is 10 tsaka 5. So, since dalawa yan, ang type po ng ating mode ay bimodal. Okay? Next. So, last example or last for our math drills, we have a cigarette vendor records the number of packs he sells daily from Monday to Saturday and obtains the following figures. We have 23, 18, 27, 30, 43, and 70. We need to find the mean, median, and mode, and its tau. So, let's find the mean. Add po natin yan lahat and then divide it by, after po niyang ma-add, divide nyo po sa ilan po yan? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan, tingnan nyo po dito, hindi po given yung total number of your sample or yung total number po ng ating value. So, count nyo lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, n is equals to 6. So, divide it by 6. Pagka-add nyo po niyan lahat. So, result will be 219. Divide nyo po sa 6. 219 divided by 6, we have 36.5. So that will be your mean. Okay, next for the median po, we need to arrange it first in ascending order. So we have 18, 23, 30, 18, 23, 30. Ay, no, 27 pala muna. So we have 27 and then 30. After that, we have 43 and 78. Okay, so after natin ma-arrange, ano sunod natin gagawin? So we will have the formula n plus 1 divided by 2. So ang n natin ay 6 plus 1 divided by 2. So that is 7 divided by 2, which is equal to 3.5 score. So, nasa pagitan po ni 3 tsaka ni 4th score, yung atin pong magiging median. So, nasan si pang third? Ito po, tapos si 4th, ito. So, nasa pagitan po ni 27 po tsaka ni 30. So, since even po yan, kunin yung average nila, you need to add the 2. 27 plus 30 divided by 2. So, that is 57 divided by 2. We will get 28.5. And that will be your median. Okay? And last, please we need to find the mode. Ayan, observe po. Meron po ba tayong mode? May nag-occurs ba most frequently? And as you can observe po, wala po. Since lahat po ng ating given na values ay unique. Ayan, magkakaiba-iba. So, ang mode po natin ay no mode. And of course, ang type niya, no mode pa din. Okay? Ayan. So, let's have our summary. Again, we have for the mean. So, ang term po na tatandaan natin for the mean is an average. So, to find for the mean, all we have to do is to add all the values and then divide it to the total number of your sample or the total number of your data. Next, for the median, ang keyword po natin dito is the number that is in the middle. Nasa gitna po. Ayan, median. And last is for the mode po. Ang tatandaan naman po natin dito is the most frequent. Okay? Ayan. And for the types, we have no mode, unimodal, one mode, bimodal, two modes, and multimodal po, which is many modes. Ayan. Okay, so for our next topic po, which is all about the measures of position, kindly click the link below for the video. Ayan. So if you have any questions po, you can directly ask me in our synchronous class or you can comment it down below. So thank you for watching.